What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast, episode 65. I'm joined with,
Christopher Norwood.
and I'm your host, Robert Melton.
Am I the guest
Yeah.
speaker today?
Yeah, you're a guest today.
Nice. Not a host or a co-host. I'm just
No.
a guest.
Just a lowly guest. Sorry.
So let's see how good of a host you are.
Okay, well, I have lined up here two subjects.
Okay.
You are going to take a 9mm and exterminate them.
Okay. Is there any money on the line? Any incentive?
How about,
Do I know the subjects?
yes,
Okay.
they are Remus
Oh.
and your mother's dachshund.
Oh, okay. I mean, ooh, gosh. It's bad, but easy choice.
All right. And what you gain from exterminating them is a sand brute scale.
How many? We need
Just
those.
one. Just one.
Oh, just one.
That's it.
No. I'm killing myself. That's not enough.
All right. Hard open. All right. We like it.
Yeah, I was testing your improv skills there. You did all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
But it would have been, again, terrible either way. But Bella has lived a much longer life than my son Remus, so it would have been her.
How old is she?
She is 10, I believe.
Okay.
Hopefully she still has a few good more years, but she does have some health issues. She's already like blind in one eye.
That makes
has
sense.
trouble breathing, yeah. Dachshunds usually live long lives, but by the end of them, they're usually like blind, totally blind, can't smell,
Pissing
can't
everywhere.
eat, pissing, shitting. She's pissing everywhere.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but they usually do live long lives. So
Yeah.
that is good.
Huh. Oh, shit. I was about to say something. Done forgot.
Something else fucked up.
Yeah.
If only we could get in the brain of Robert Melton.
You don't want to be in there.
I don't.
I don't
I
even
really
want to be in
don't.
here.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
All right. So, what you been up to?
Same, dude. Just nothing much has really changed. Just working a bunch. It's been a long week of graveyards. I feel very tired and fatigued.
You're finally off though, right?
I'm off. But work and Lego Fortnite. But I will say, one thing that really sucks about shift work, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, I don't think I'm sick because I know something's going around. I don't think I'm sick, but it still sucks because if I feel something, like feel some type of way, like it's hard to tell if it's me being sick unless I go, to the doctor or something, or if it's just shift work and me just like feeling fatigued. Because when I got COVID a couple years ago, like I just felt very fatigued and like a little lightheaded, but that was it. Like I didn't lose my sense of taste or like I wasn't like throwing up or anything. I usually just feel fatigued.
So you feel fatigued right now?
Not maybe like a little bit more than usual, but nothing crazy. Nothing where it's obvious where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something.
Might be that chili.
It could have been the chili. I've been eating chili the past couple days. I've been pooping my brains out. But that's on me. I chose to eat the chili. It's good chili.
Hell yeah.
Kevin Malone's recipe.
Who the fuck is that?
Kevin from The Office.
Oh. Didn't know his last name was Malone.
I'm pretty sure it's Malone.
Oh.
You seriously need to go through that.
If you just said Kevin's recipe, I would have known.
Oh. Well, if you know, you know. Most people know.
I've seen a couple episodes of The Office.
You've probably seen a few, to be fair.
Yeah, baby.
It is worth going through.
That's what they say.
Yeah. And what they say is correct.
Yeah, and Ashley and I both have not watched
both
it.
haven't? Oh, man, that'd be beautiful. Same with Parks and Rec.
Oh, I've been through Parks and Rec.
you've
Actually,
been
I don't
through?
think I've seen the entirety of it, but I've definitely
It's fantastic.
it's like one of those shows I was putting on every night.
Yeah.
So I've definitely seen quite a bit of it.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love Parks and Rec.
But on my end, that's about it. Just still trying to play Lego Fortnite when I can. Still fun. We've got a good group getting on pretty often. But yeah, that's been about it. What about you?
I gotta say the same.
Same.
Work and Lego Fortnite.
Has is Ashley pretty okay with it? Like I know you
Oh,
usually
yeah.
are like playing a game or on your computer watching something, but I know you've been dedicating a lot of time to Lego Fortnite, so I don't
Yeah.
know if she's like,
I
hey,
mean-
I want me time.
To be fair, she's been sick, so she hasn't been feeling well. So she's
Oh,
just kind of
damn.
been like watching Real Housewives and reading the whole time.
Does she have what's been going around?
Yeah, it's some kind of cold. It's not like a flu or anything. She tested for COVID. It's not COVID, so I don't know.
Hmm.
She's got like a sore throat, cough, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't
mean,
feel well.
Other than not
Stuffy.
feeling well and stuffy, I'm sure she's probably loving it.
Yeah, I mean,
She's like,
she.
oh no, I have to watch, read books and watch
Yeah.
shows, and this sucks.
Yeah, 'cause she works her job, her normal job, Monday through Friday, and then she was actually had this past Monday off because of
that's good.
MLK Day, but
MLK.
shut up.
R.I.P.
But
Legend.
she let her restaurant job know, like Saturday or Sunday, that she wasn't feeling well, so she went ahead and took her 2 shifts for the week off of her, so that she didn't have to like regretfully go in, and so that she gave enough time ahead to get them covered, and they got swiped up. So now she doesn't work those
That's good.
2 days, and
It's
she's
very
pretty
respectful.
hyped about that.
Yeah. I mean, especially in an environment like that, you don't want to go in and, get customers sick and whatnot. I get that.
Yeah, I don't know if
Very
that was
respectful.
what she cared about, but
Respectful and responsible.
mostly the work and doing that, and
Yeah.
sick. I don't know. Just being sick in general sucks ass. So when you're actually doing something and exhausting your body, it's even worse.
Well, the odds are high that that environment's what got her sick. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
So,
You never know.
yeah.
Yeah. No idea. But yeah, been playing a lot of Lego Fortnite.
You have been playing a lot.
Um,
Robert's finally building.
I am building because
He's
I've
finally
been
building.
the main resource gatherer
You have
for
been.
everybody.
Yeah.
Between me and you, we've pretty much gathered everything. And
Well,
then
I've,
Terrell kind of had his own base going on, but
Yeah, you've been gathering, especially in like the newest biome, like
Mhm.
the frost snow biome, which I don't have much experience in that area just yet.
yeah, and then Ken gets on and just uses all our resources for charms and shit, and then logs out and doesn't play for days.
Yeah.
Bastard.
But I want to get into it more, but do you just want to run the intro?
Yeah, let's run the intro.
It's my classic white boy dance. I stole this from my buddy in high school, Joe Rowland. Shout out.
May he rest in peace.
He's still with us, but haven't seen that man in a minute.
I thought you went to his house not too long ago.
No, I was, but I was just...
Oh, that's
I don't know
right.
what
You
it
had
was.
planned on it, but yeah.
Yes, I really need to go see, just them. Him especially, but like that friend group that's all up there. It's just...
Get the band back together.
I mean, literally. But, yeah, it's just such a hike to Richmond. And especially their part of
telling me.
Richmond. Yeah. But what I was going to say about Lego Fortnite, because we like it.
We like Fortnite. Yeah.
Is, all right, so last time we spoke about it, we had gotten into, so we can verify there's 3 biomes. We were mainly getting into the kind of, what is it called? So you have the grasslands, but what's the other one actually called?
Drylands.
Drylands, and then like the official names. I don't know if you've seen it.
I can't remember.
So we
Yeah.
got to the drylands and we were like mining for gems and stuff. So now we got to the last one. We pretty much have like all the rare items, or have come
Mhm.
across all the items in game.
Yeah.
The hardest ones to find are definitely like the brute scales, just because you just have to find the brutes.
Yeah, and they're pretty rare, it feels like.
But
I
I
don't
was
come across them that often.
thinking about this. Part of the reason why I was like, you just need to go ahead and build, because we got to a point now. Let's see if I can explain this. But the resources we are mining for to build these things are just to build these things that we can then mine for like more resources. So it's just like a loop there, but it's
Yeah.
like we have enough of everything. So like let's just fucking start building some
Pretty
stuff,
much.
you know.
Yeah.
So they definitely need to. And the game is pretty new, and we have been putting a ton of hours in, but I'm ready for more content. They need to
I know.
start dishing out some more stuff.
I know. Like at first when you start, you're like, holy fuck, there's like so much to do.
Yeah, because they're throwing like different stations and devices at you. You're like,
Mhm.
okay, I want to make this, but I need these. Let me go
Yeah.
get these. But now, like again, we like have so much
But now
of
we're
everything.
pretty much at the end game to now we have access to everything that we need. Albeit there's like some things that are harder to get. It would just take a little more effort, but it's like it's easily accessible.
But again, these things that we need, like these charms or like these upgrades, we need, like, say we need brute scales to like make them. But it's like, what's the point? We already got to the end game stuff. We
Right.
have all the items. There's no incentive to go search for these things to upgrade.
Yeah, even to the point like where because I'm building my base in the drylands, like the desert area,
Yeah.
and like I don't even have to eat. I don't freeze because I just have that regeneration charm and my cold charm. So when I get cold or if I lose health from starving,
Yeah.
it just regenerates. So I
Right.
literally don't have to eat. I'm just starving. You hear your stomach rumble every other minute.
Yeah. Seriously.
And it
It's-
kind of gets
it's
annoying,
every
so I do
other
end up
minute.
eating. But
Yeah, because when you, I mean, I like that they have that like starvation kind of system in
Mhm.
there, but when you start building, you seriously have to eat something like every other minute.
Yeah.
It feels like. Um,
but like with the regeneration charm, you could starve and just live.
oh, I mean that is true. You'll just have to put up with the noise, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, that is fair. But we're still having fun with that.
Yeah,
We're
still having fun.
We're starting to experiment with like monorail systems, like balloon systems,
Mhm.
actually building carts to some extent.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be, I haven't messed with it much, but there seems to be a learning curve there.
Yeah.
So again, there's still plenty to do. There's so much shit we need to build, but we have gotten to a point where it's like it needs to be more incentivized.
Right. Yeah. And with the building with the like the monorail and the like I guess airships is what you would specify them as.
Yeah.
You could build those, although for some reason they didn't implement a turning mechanic in the game yet. I'm sure that will be coming. I think that's
Matt
inevitable.
said they're actually working on like a steering wheel system
Yeah.
right now.
I don't
know where he found that information.
I'm sure it's
but
online, but
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely think that will be coming. I mean, they have wheels in the game, so
Yeah. Exactly.
for some reason they just didn't put a steering wheel. I'm sure it's more complicated than like, hey, turn on the Z axis or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they haven't implemented that yet, and no matter what you do, it's finicky and it will break. So
Yeah.
they've definitely got to work some kinks out with whatever you have moving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only reason I haven't really kind of full sailed into that,
Right.
because that would have definitely made getting resources a lot easier and faster.
Mm-hmm.
Especially say you have an airship, you can go off fucking 3,000 meters on the other side of the map where you can't see anybody,
Right.
and it's like a 10-minute flight where it's like a 2-hour walk.
And then having to like make that walk all the way back.
Yeah.
It's like, God, jeez.
But like if you have that and you're able to put a bed on it, put some chests on it,
Yeah.
like perfect.
That would be exciting.
I don't have to worry about dying and then losing all my shit.
And then you have incentive to put more time into like, okay, we have an airship. Now at each village, we need to make a docking station. You know, you have
Yeah,
incentive, more
exactly.
incentive to like build and put, again, time into it.
Yeah.
And find the resources you need to build these things. But it's lacking that at the moment. Again, new game, free game.
Mhm.
Can't complain too much, you know,
No,
because it's been
definitely.
amazing.
Yeah, no, it's 100% worth it. If you're into Minecraft or building sims or survival at all, I think it's really fucking good.
And another thing we had noticed on the loading screen, you see some things
Oh,
that
yeah.
aren't quite in game. We see something that looks like, I think we spoke on this last episode, but you see like what looks like a sand shark. It's like a shark in the
With like a
the
skeleton
dry
riding
lands.
it.
Yeah, skeleton riding it. So I'm like, where's that at? Like, give
Yeah.
us some type of boss fights. That would be sick, right?
Yeah, so there's definitely some stuff that has not been added and I assume will be added in the future.
And again, that gives you incentive to then seek out the brutes to get the scales, to then upgrade to beat the bosses.
Yeah,
But what do they drop?
exactly.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, it would be
So-
cool if they implemented a system kind of like Valheim where you have to go, like the main goal in this biome is to build a base, defeat the boss, move on to a next base, defeat that boss. And, you know, because I mean, the bosses right now are pretty much just getting that resource.
Right.
Like the brutes, I mean, they do drop scales that are used for like the best things that you can make, but I wouldn't really consider them a boss.
Nah, I mean, they're
You could
definitely the most
find
difficult
that stuff
enemy.
in chests.
But yeah, you can. I mean, that's where we get most of
Exactly.
is
I
finding
literally
it in
killed one
chests.
brute the other day, and that was the only one I'd ever
it. Yeah,
killed.
I've seriously only ever killed one.
Yeah.
Was it the one in the drylands? Did you finally kill that one? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. But yeah, no, same, exact same. And it's such a limited resource because there's not.
Yeah, it's like
I feel like I've
impossible.
only seen like 3 brutes
Seriously.
in the game. And I don't even know if they really respawn because one of them's was outside of our main base, and that one has not returned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember you know where Sharon built her like first little log cabin area? It was like hanging around there, near that one dilapidated building. We killed it. It is yet to return.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
Yeah, because I had
but yeah,
read online, I think they respawn.
I
So
don't-
maybe since it's too close to the village or somebody built there, it just kind of stops spawning in that area.
it could be. Yeah,
I have no
it
idea.
could be possible. I don't know if she technically made that spot a village, but it could be possible. But I mean, what's exciting is, you know, I think of where like base game Fortnite started, Battle Royale, and base game Minecraft, and like what they are now. So like what this could be. This is just starting, but like what could it eventually be?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's exciting.
And people go apeshit over Lego games in general.
Legos in general. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there's like a cult following for like any Lego game that comes out,
Oh yeah, that is true. That is
no
true.
matter the franchise.
And that would be cool. You like start getting into those universes.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
maybe they add in some type of. I think of
Star
I'm always
Wars.
thinking of Legends Arceus, but
Oh.
like a wormhole or something to where it's like, all right, this wormhole, it's randomized. Now you get a lot of shit from Lego Hobbit, you know, just random, or
That would be
Lego Star
cool.
Wars, you know, shit like that. Like, oh man, I got a fucking lightsaber, I can use this.
Yeah.
You know,
That would be dope as fuck.
that would be really cool. But like that potential's there.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
they have pretty much infinite possibilities with Lego, and you know, Epic, they're getting the rights to everything.
Yeah. And hurry up and because we just actually recently got I like how the skins that you can get like reset every like 24-ish hours.
Yeah.
But they're doing like a big Marvel thing at the moment. I don't know if that's now over, but you were seeing a lot of Marvel skins. Let's get back to the anime stuff. I remember you could get like Naruto, Sasuke, Goku, and like
Yeah.
the base game BR. But like, give us those skins,
I
those Lego
know.
skins. I'm just waiting, man. I'd pay a pretty penny for a fucking like Goku skin.
I
I know
know,
you
right?
would too.
Yeah, they got a fucking imperfect cell skin. Oh,
They do?
yeah. I think they have a
Seriously?
perfect cell and an imperfect
Oh,
cell.
see, dude, you can definitely make that into a Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know how like obviously Fortnite has these and has the rights to some extent, but I don't know if it's different with the Lego side of it. I have
It
no clue.
could
'Cause
be.
copyright is very like convoluted and very like difficult. So
Yeah.
who knows?
I mean, whoever they got on their team, they do a fucking crazy good job because they're getting rights to fucking any franchise.
Exactly. But if you can get rights to Marvel, and
Exactly.
get Lego Marvel skins, you can get some anime skins.
Now, if they can get rights to anything Nintendo, then they literally can get it from anybody.
Sheesh. Gosh, that'd be a game changer.
Yeah. But God, they would have to pay so much
Well,
fucking
the thing
money.
is, I don't know if they could because, what is it called? Pokemon is with, they have some type of rights with, or some type of contract with Mega Bloks. I think it's Mega Bloks.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You know, so I don't even know if they could do at least the Pokemon side of it.
Yeah.
But Lego and Mario, they do have something going on because there are Mario Lego
there
sets.
is. Yeah, you're right.
So
I mean,
I have no clue.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It is just Mega Bloks that Pokemon
I think
has.
that's the brand, but
I'm
either
pretty
way-
sure that's what that is.
Which one?
The Espeon and
Yes,
Umbreon?
exactly. I want to say it's Mega Bloks, but I know it's not Lego. It's another contender.
yeah.
I don't know if contender is the right word, but another, you know what I'm trying to say.
Competitor.
Competitor. Yeah, it's another competitor.
Yeah.
But I want to say it's Mega Bloks.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Interesting. Yeah, so Nintendo has their hand on both sides, which is pretty smart.
Yeah. But yes, Lego Fortnite still. It's been fun.
Crazy
looking
good.
forward to playing some more. I think we're going to get into, I know y'all got into it a little bit last night, but play some actual different like Fortnite games.
Yeah. So I'm not too big into like the Battle Royale aspect of it, but
Yeah.
I was just looking on there and they got some pretty damn good games.
They have a ton. They have
Yeah.
a ton of games. And I know they have a bunch of, y'all played Prop, I almost said Prop
Night.
Prop Hunt.
Yeah.
And I love Prop Hunt.
Yeah.
The first time I played Prop Hunt where I got obsessed was actually the mobile Call of Duty game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like one of those modes that they would kind of cycle through for whatever reason. It was just never a permanent mode. It would just kind of seasonal come and go. But I remember being at work and me and my work buddies, we were playing that like for 10 hours straight. Like on a slow, like easy graveyard shift.
That's
dude.
crazy.
We were just fucking cracking up, having a good time. And ever since then, I was just obsessed. So I'm looking forward to playing that on Fortnite.
Yeah. Definitely pretty fun. But I've got some interesting news.
What do you got for us?
All right. So, for all my MOBA players out there,
Hey.
I will say there's a lot of beef in the MOBA world. So, whoever plays like League of Legends shits on anybody that plays any other MOBA, and vice versa for people who play Dota or Smite
That's
whatever.
the cool thing to do, you know? Like, let's take away
pretty
people's
much.
fun.
I mean,
That's fucking cool.
It's like Call of Duty players shitting on Battlefield players. It's not any different, really.
I mean, yeah.
Or Fortnite players.
You can literally almost take like just two of anything and they're going to just shit on each other.
Of
Xbox, PlayStation,
Yep.
Nintendo, Xbox, you know.
Anything of similar value will be shit on.
Dude,
Like Mountain Dew versus
fuck Harry
Surge.
Potter, Lord of the Rings. Fuck Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That is exactly the case. But as far as the mobile world goes, Smite is getting a sequel called Smite 2.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, curveball.
So we had Dota 2 15 years ago. Now we're getting Smite 2.
Okay.
So yeah.
And again, this is coming from someone who put many, many, many hours into
over 3,000.
the OG, the original.
Over 3,000 hours in it. Have not touched it in years.
How much money have you put into it?
Maybe a little over 500, maybe.
So nothing like crazy.
Nah.
Yeah. Easily justified for 3,000
Yes.
plus hours.
I mean, what is 3,000 divided by 500? I'm not even going to attempt the math, but
yeah.
let's go with this information so I don't look like a dumbass.
I think it's, what is that, like $1?
I mean, it's
for six hours.
It's
Something
very
like that.
justified. It's like not even close to
Yeah.
being a substantial amount of money.
I want to say it's around like $1 per, like 6 hours
Yeah.
of gameplay, something like that. Yeah. Either way.
So Smite 2 is essentially just Smite, but rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5. So Smite is originally in Unreal Engine 3.
Oh wow.
So this is like this is like 2-generation upgrade.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. I think, the PS4 and Xbox One had Smite on there, and it kind of, I mean, anything can run Smite fucking 60 frames.
Okay. So do we think Unreal Engine 3 is that like comparable to like 360 PS3 era?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think PS4, Xbox One was running games on like Unreal Engine 4.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so this is comparable to like 2 console generations
Exactly.
ago. Okay.
Yeah. So like a very good upgrade.
Yeah.
Um, but with that being said,
We're getting a remaster.
yeah. There is no release date yet, but the alpha is set for spring 2024.
Okay.
I did watch the trailer. Definitely looks way better. It's not like hyper realism, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still got their style,
Mm-hmm.
which I definitely like. But porting all. So Smite has purely cosmetics. That's what you pay for in that game. That's how they make their money.
Mm-hmm.
But they have over 1,600 skins in that game.
What?
To be fair, I mean, there's already, I think, close to 130 playable characters, all different gods of different pantheons and shit.
I didn't think about that. When you said skins, my mind went to like characters.
No.
But I was
No.
What the hell? But okay,
No.
that makes more sense.
But even then, like that's why MOBAs are so hard to get into, is because you have to know what each character does to play at the top level. Like even if I were to get on now after not playing for years, I would just get shit on. Even though I know the base mechanics and I know 90% of the roster,
yeah,
not knowing that 10%, I would just get fucked because I don't know what they are capable of. It's like going back into Pokemon. The fuck's it called? Pokemon on the Switch.
Scarlet and Violet.
No, the MOBA.
Oh, Unite.
Yeah. If you go back into Pokemon Unite, we haven't played since,
It's been like
2/3 of the characters have been added.
Yeah.
So we don't know what any of those do. So we would
Right.
just get mollywopped until we learned it.
Yeah.
So imagine going in, like you as somebody who you've never played Smite, right?
Never.
Yeah. So if you were to go into Smite, you would have to learn 130 characters or however many there are. Definitely over 120, I believe.
Yeah.
But that would just take so much fucking time to learn.
It would.
So
it's very overwhelming.
that definitely sucks as far as that. But they are incapable of porting all 1,600 skins into Smite 2.
I wonder how.
So,
Like, how are you incapable? Or is it just like they would have to design that many skins and that would just
yeah. So
take
it's
too much
possible, but in order to do that,
maybe within the lifetime of the game they'll eventually get all of them over?
perhaps
be a
I'm sure
slow
they will
process?
use the idea of that skin. Say, because they've definitely gotten some like Avatar skins. They have like Avatar: The Last Airbender skins and stuff. So that could easily be, just migrated in a way.
I'd imagine you'd migrate the last couple years of skins at least.
Well, here's the
most
thing.
recent ones you would think.
Yeah, because so there's skins, there's like voice packs, there's like emotes and shit like that you can get within the game. The emotes and voice packs, that could be done pretty
Right.
easily.
Yeah.
It's as easy as going in there and just configuring a body to make it do whatever, and then
Yeah.
literally just importing a voice pack.
Yeah, or maybe, you can take the voice pack and just like, let's update this a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it sound more clear.
Mm-hmm. But with a skin, they're upgrading the entire model of each god. So Zeus is not
Yeah.
going to look like the Unreal Engine 3 Zeus.
Yeah, you'd have to
He's
put
gonna
in
be
so
very
much more detail.
Yeah, so if they were to
Yeah.
just put that on this character, it would look like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd have to
Um,
redo everything about it.
Exactly. So
Because if you have chainmail, you now have to I
yeah,
have to make this chainmail literally 4K to where you
Mhm.
can tell it's chainmail, not just crosshatch lines,
yeah.
whatever it may be.
So get this. Porting all 1,600 Smite skins to Smite 2 would take 246 person years of work, the devs say.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Yeah, because that's how
Jesus
much
Christ.
attention to detail you have to be inside of Unreal Engine 5 because everything's so, I guess, dynamic and
Yeah.
much more clear and visible,
Yeah.
and just the graphic fidelity in general is just
Which is
much
crazy
higher.
for a game like that. You're already, I think the term is, you have this like isometric view, and you're already far enough away from the character where you're not seeing all that detail, anyways.
Yeah.
So it would, like, it's there, but
Mm.
like it would kind of be pointless, anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, like
Is that right? Isometric or esoteric? It's one of
yeah,
those.
it's definitely one of those.
Yeah.
No. If you hadn't said both of those, I probably could have nailed it. But
Yeah, it's one of
now I'm
them.
like second guessing it.
I know, same.
Yeah.
That's how my mind works.
But yeah, fucking
That's crazy.
yeah. So he
That's
said
wild.
that, and then further stated each skin would take about 2 months of a person's like working on it.
Yeah.
So if you had a team all working on one singular skin, it would take pretty much no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have one person dedicating all their time on this one skin, it would take around 2 months.
2 months. Wow.
So
So
for
you,
1,600 skins, that's 246 years.
I'm thinking what would make the most sense, but at the same time, that's really hard because like if you have someone, I'm guessing when you get Smite 2, when this releases, they're able to I guess take their progress from the first game, implement it into the second game. But that's got to suck to have put all the money into like that game and then not get the skins that you had paid for.
Yeah. So here's the thing. As a make good, Hi-Rez has created a legacy gems system that rewards Smite 1 players with virtual currency they can spend on Smite 2 content. The amount of legacy gems waiting for players in Smite 2 depends on how much they've spent in Smite 1. And I do believe because every year they come out with like a tier 5 skin, which is just this fucking insane skin that like will transition every time you level up and has these crazy fucking effects. And they only make one a year for one god. And it's usually behind a paywall. You have to, buy like the battle pass kind of thing and then level it all the way up until the end, and then you get it
Right.
as a reward. So I do believe they are transferring those because they are like these very sought after to the people that have had them before, because once you get them, they're never available again. They're like the most exclusive items.
Yeah.
If I were to sell my account on Smite 1, I can say that now, Smite 1, it's probably worth quite a bit more than I'd actually spent on it.
Oh, wow.
So,
Because you have a lot of these tier 5 skins.
yeah, I think I have 3 or 4, maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, that's cool. So everything, like if I were to, and I do plan on it, like actually logging in, maybe playing a couple matches just to see how it is. I mean, obviously not trying to dedicate my time, but just to feel it out.
Yeah.
But I would be able to fucking buy like everything that they have to offer.
Right.
With just the amount of shit that I have.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's your perspective, coming from like a recovering addict? Like, was this something that you could see yourself playing? But you answered that.
Yeah.
So you'll at least like try it out.
I would definitely try it out. Yeah.
Maybe
it looks
play it
cool
like
as fuck.
casually here and there.
Yeah, because I believe they're going to be like revamping a lot of things, adding some new systems in place that they can actually do now with the new engine. So it could be better. I could maybe get into it like casually, never like I was before.
Right.
That shit was so toxic. But perhaps, yeah, you never know.
So I'm guessing servers will stay open for the first game at least for a while.
I think they're gonna, keep it up. Maybe not add more content. Maybe have a small team to add like little things. But yeah. I do believe they're gonna keep it up for the. I don't know. I don't think they plan on closing it.
Yeah. I mean, I
as
feel
far
like
as
it's
now.
fair to at least with the transition, leave it open for, I don't know, like the first like 5 years or something.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Let people know years ahead of time, like, hey, this is eventually going to close down.
Oh yeah.
We'll let you know more information.
I think Smite came out in like 2013,
Oh wow. Okay.
2014, something
So
like
11
that.
years. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not
10 to 11 years.
entirely too old, but
Yeah.
it's definitely dated as far as video games.
Right.
So when you think back to fucking 2013, and what was that? 2 years after Skyrim came out,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and I mean that game looks good, but
1 year after we graduated.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But as someone who, you know, has a lot of skins in the game, it is kind of disheartening to know that you won't ever have those skins again.
Yeah.
Maybe some similar ones that, you know, with some tweaks, but
Yeah. But it makes sense. At least they
Yeah.
explained why.
and I do believe that if you buy like the legacy pack or something, they're offering some type of thing like that,
Mhm.
it will double all of that currency that you brought over from Smite 1. Which is like, it's like a $60 pack, and it's also the placeholder to unlock all the gods,
And again, at least
all
they're
the
doing
characters.
that, you know.
Yeah.
Like
So that's actually
that's cool.
really cool. You could spend $60 and double what you spent in the game.
That's wild.
So I
Some
can,
people are going to be like set, good
Yeah,
to go. Won't have to spend
exactly.
a dime
yeah, if you've bought
for years
skins
and years to
since
come.
the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
you could probably, I don't know how much the accumulation has gotten to, but say you've spent 10 grand on the game, you have 20
Yeah.
grand to spend.
That's the number I had in mind too.
Yeah.
It's 10 grand. Which I'm sure to some probably easily done. I'm sure a lot of people have done that.
Yeah.
Again, over like these 10 years. But again, like it's cool that they're doing that. It's cool that they put that information as to like why they can't give us all the skins. I'd imagine that they're able to look at like, all right, for all these characters, what are like the top skins that people have?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna choose 2 to 3 from each, and we're gonna implement those into the second.
Yeah, they've definitely
Like,
got
that
those.
would be smart.
They've definitely
you know?
got the statistics on like all that shit, because, you know, all these skins are in the store, they get purchased, so that's definitely going to send something to their database to be like, this many people bought this skin.
Yeah, you definitely know that's someone's dedicated job is
Yeah.
to keep up with shit like that.
Yeah, because there was this one cool skin when I first started. It was like the one skin that I wanted. It was a Sun Wukong, the Chinese god,
Yeah, that's tight.
based off of, well, Goku's based off of, and the
Mhm.
Black Myth coming out soon in August. But Sun Wukong has this really fucking sick skin. You know, he uses the staff.
Mhm.
So he uses a like double-sided lightsaber, and he has like a black robe on, so he's like a Sith.
Oh wow.
It's fucking dope.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is it like an actual Star Wars skin, or it's just
No,
like a
no, no, no.
lookalike?
Yeah, it's just a
'Cause
lookalike.
They can't like say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they can call it something similar in parody,
yeah,
and
it's
won't have to pay for the license.
the double N laser beam staff,
Exactly.
whatever it may be.
I think
That
it's
is
called
cool.
like Dark Warlord or something, Wukong.
That's sick.
Yeah. But hopefully they kind of take those ideas and just kind of make them better.
Yeah.
Which I'm certain will happen with a lot of those skins. Like there's like a god called Amuzenkab, and he has a what the fuck do you call him?
What is he a god of?
He's like a bee god in like Mayan
Oh, okay. Okay.
pantheons. I believe it's Mayan.
So all
I
these
could be
gods
wrong.
are from like legit pantheons.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah,
legit worship that. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have like
Gods and
a
pantheons.
few that aren't exactly gods, but they're like legends.
Okay.
Like fuck.
But these are all like lore accurate characters,
Yeah.
if you will.
Like Medusa's in the game.
Oh,
She's
okay.
not a god, but she's like a legend of
Right.
Greek mythology.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what the fuck do you call it? The octopus, the squids from
Kraken?
Baldur's Gate?
The squids?
Yeah.
Beholder, the eye things.
No, the squid, the guy I fucked, the emperor.
Oh, the Emperor.
I'm blanking on the names of them right
Shit.
now.
Now you got me blanking.
How am I?
Oh gosh, what
Mind
are they
Flayer.
called?
Mind Flayer.
Flayers.
Yeah, like
we're
Amuz and
such
Cobb.
idiots.
Amuz and Cobb has a Mind Flayer skin.
Oh.
So I think
okay.
that and Unreal Engine 5 would be fucking dope. It looked dope in Unreal Engine 3, so I can only imagine.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. Mind Flayer. Gosh.
But
My
yeah,
brain.
that's all I really had to say about Smite 2. But definitely some cool information, some really good incentives that they're giving for not being able to retain your skins.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not like a MOBA fan by any means. I'm not excited for Smite 2, but that's really cool information.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like really neat.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are probably super stoked for that.
Yeah, I haven't given a shit about Smite in a while, but I'm like on a couple Smite Facebook groups still.
Yeah. Well, something you dedicated so much of your time into, like it's fun to kind of still like keep up with it.
Yeah.
Like nothing is going to take us away from Pokemon, but say we for whatever reason got out of it, we'd still keep up.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
all right, Gen 11, Gen 10, like what are the new Pokemon?
Yeah. I mean, shit, you kind of kept up and you had only picked Pokemon back up like hardcore a few years ago.
Yeah.
But you've kind of kept up with it
once
the entirety of
Oh
time.
yeah. Once we because when we moved in here, 2020, we were like, yeah, let's buy some decks, let's learn how to play. And then from there we were like, oh my god, we've always loved Pokemon, but man, we love Pokemon now.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some Palworld.
Yeah, we got some more information on Palworld because we're seeing a lot of like early access reviews come out, and I watched one of the videos, and by the time this episode airs, the game will be released because it's coming out this Friday. Again, when this episode releases, it'll already be out.
Hell yeah.
Coming out the 19th. But, all right, so I think we mentioned this last episode. I just have a few little bullet points. But watching this video, it's definitely more akin to something like Ark Survival than it is Pokemon. And again, watching this video made it that much more evident. It is a third-person action game. For some reason, I was thinking this was a first-person game. I think I may have even mentioned that last episode.
It might have first-person
was.
capabilities.
But it was definitely a third-person action survival game with lots of weapons and PAL abilities to experiment with. So the gameplay loop, like what this game, which you'll pretty much be doing, the gameplay loop, like many survival games, is resource finding, PAL collecting. So obviously you have the Pokemon-esque elements there, the creature taming elements. There's over 100 PAL in early access to catch and tame. So you have PAL collecting, base building, boss fighting, and of course, exploration. They had mentioned that this is a huge world, and what they showed off, like in some of the scenes where they were flying with some of the POW, it is a big world to explore. So that's exciting. One thing that I thought was really cool that I wanted to make reference to this earlier when we were talking about Lego Fortnite, but I didn't want to jump the gun, was POWs can raid your base. I was like, oh, wow, that like gives you incentive to like find resources and keep building. Like to keep building better structures to defend your base from these POWs that can, raid. I was like, oh wow, that's really neat. It'd be nice to have that in Lego Fortnite.
You have to actually fortify.
Exactly. Yeah, and upgrade. Boss POWs and even humans can be caught. I know when we were watching the video, you heard that. You were like, what?
Yeah.
But yes, you can even catch humans. Apparently, the catch rate is very low, but yes, you can catch humans to then work and like help, like farm, and just you can give them different tasks.
Is this what we've come to? Now we are back to slavery.
We're back. We're back.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, if you buy this game, you're canceled.
Yeah.
Because you are promoting and supporting slavery.
It's true.
We should probably stop talking about slavery. So yes, boss pals and even humans can be caught, except for tower leaders. So I think these are like the main bosses.
Oh, like the
and their
like
pals.
gym leader
Gym
types.
leaders. So I think you'll come across things in the world that take you to these towers where you'll fight these tower leaders, and it's like some type of trainer and their pal. I don't know if you can catch their pals out in the wild, but you can't, like, during that fight, you can't catch their pals or these trainers.
Right.
At least in early access. So obviously you use pals for battling, but you can also catch pals to help you farm and support your base, and your base and farm or whatever you create can eventually become self-sustainable, which is pretty neat. Lots of customization within the world in regards to like the damage you take, how long eggs take to hatch, and how many pals can be in a world. So I'm guessing if you don't have as strong of a system, you can like kind of take that down so there's not so many pals on screen.
Right.
But there's a lot of accessibility options there, which is we always love. And again, over 100 pals in early access, which is sick. And watching the video, there's a lot of really cool looking ones. I was like, holy shit. I kept pausing the video because I was like, oh man, what is that? Whoa, that looks like Lucario. Whoa, that looks like Meganium. What is that?
Yeah, I haven't seen, like, I've been coming across the videos. I just haven't been watching them because I'm pretty much going to go in blind.
I mean, I've said it before, I feel like we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
Like that's in my opinion, like the most fun way to experience a game. But I wanted to have at least a little bit to talk about in this episode, so I wanted to watch at least one video. But a lot of them, again, look very Pokemon-esque, but some of them even had really original, cool, like Digimon-looking elements to them. So there's some really cool ones. I'm excited for the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. But it made me think of a question, and I have a question for you. So if a game like this gets a lot of success, and it does like really freaking well, like especially over the years, will this affect Pokemon? And if so, how does this affect Pokemon? Like Pokemon has to see like, whoa, this was like really freaking successful.
Yeah.
And they did this, this, and this. Like our Pokemon games, we've added gimmicks every generation, but like for the most part, they've kind of stayed the same. Like, do we maybe need to branch out? Do we need to have some type of survival elements?
Oh no, Pokemon's going to add guns.
Some cozy game elements? Do we need to add violence? More violence?
Yeah.
But I was like, I feel like they would have to see that. And they're like, whoa, a game like this they made a lot of money.
I really hope
they
so.
They did this. Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Pokemon kind of has is that like monopoly on creature catching games. And for some reason, they just will not branch out with mechanics and shit like that, which I am fine with that, but they're not pushing the boundaries on what it could be, especially being, as we've said many times on this podcast, the highest grossing franchise in the entire world.
Yeah, absolutely.
In our known existence.
And again, we've also said this many times as I look at the poster. The game that pushed the limits the most was Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why that is my favorite Pokemon game of all time, because it was just so different.
Right.
But yeah, again, maybe they will just be like, fuck that game. We're Pokemon. We're Nintendo. We don't got to do that. We're still going to make a shit ton of money, which they are. But it would be cool to see them, maybe take a page from that book just because of its success.
I really hope
try something really different.
I really hope that this game is like that successful to where it's on Nintendo's radar, Game Freak's radar, and that will push Pokemon to develop a super fucking sick game.
Yeah.
To combat that, but.
And even little small systems that Nintendo has done many times, like in Animal Crossing, with like a cozy life simulator or just like a farming simulator game, again, that they have incorporated in something like Animal Crossing. And you've seen that in like Legends Arceus, for example, when you would make the I forgot what they were called. but to change like the nature of a Pokemon, you'd have to
Oh, yeah.
farm.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've
The
done,
mints.
yeah, the mints. They've done it a little bit, but like add to it.
Oh, yeah.
Make it more kind of like something like Animal Crossing-esque or Palworld-esque,
Yeah, 100%.
survival game-esque. A lot of the survival games always have that implementation of like some like farming aspect.
Yeah, which I think would be incredible if you could harvest your own mints. It's
Yeah,
a literal
there's-
plant.
There's something about it. Like I remember when early on when we played Lego Fortnite, and I had set up like this garden, and you were kind of taking it over at one point, and you were doing it for like an hour or two, and it's like there's something fun about it.
There is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
like
it's
therapeutic
weird.
in a way.
Yeah. Even something small. I remember our buddy Alan had mentioned it, and he was like, "Man, they need to add fishing in this game.
Yeah.
A fucking survival game's always fun when it has fishing." And
Yeah.
like I think Ashley really likes fishing in
Mhm.
the cozy games, but little things like that just add so much and just make it that much more enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. And I'm certain it'll come, but,
Yeah.
the game is very early on its
Yeah.
release. But, yeah. I mean, Pokemon does have fishing.
It does have fishing, but
But-
then it's just a battle screen.
exactly, yeah.
Give us another kind of mechanic there. But yeah, that's all I have on Palworld.
Oh,
Again, when you're hearing this, the game's already released. But if you're on the fence, here's some more information, and I think it's going to be sweet because, again, I only watched this kind of early access review, but this person had nothing but good things to say. And obviously, the game's going to have some bugs, some glitches here, but they made note that there was nothing even close to game breaking.
damn. That's
So-
that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I did look it up. You know how much this game is?
It's got to be good news. What is it?
$30.
$30.
$30. So I'm thinking, because I don't have Xbox Game Pass right now, I'm probably just gonna fucking buy it.
The Game
Like,
Pass.
yeah. No. Just the game.
Oh, just the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
I
if
mean,
I- if
again,
I
we
get-
talked about this.
If
We're
I
like,
get Game Pass, I'll probably end up not canceling the subscription, just like I did with my PlayStation Plus, and that's gonna run for a fucking year.
Humble Bundle.
Yeah. I mean, that one's worth it in my
That one's
opinion.
worth
But
it. Yeah.
I mean, not that Game Pass isn't worth it. I just don't. I dedicate a lot of my time to a single game at a time and not multiple. Where I think that would be like that's the best thing you can do, especially if you don't own a lot of games. Like my fucking library is stacked with
Yeah.
games that I haven't even played. So
Yeah.
I think I might just spend the $30.
And I think we literally said that last episode that this would probably be a day one purchase. We'll have to see what the
Yeah.
price is, but if it was like $30, which I think we said it should have been
Yeah.
for like early access, we would get it day one.
Yeah, when I
And
looked it
lo
up,
and behold, $30. Like, yeah, easy.
yeah, when I looked it up, it did say it'd be $30 during early access, but will likely go up when it's released. Which most games do that.
Which, yeah, most games do that. It's very fair.
Yeah, you remember when Skyrim was early access and then they released it officially for $70 on the Switch?
Hold on, Skyrim?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
But they did release it for $70 on the Switch.
Oh my gosh. I don't remember
Special
that,
edition or whatever. Yeah.
But
Fucking
not
insane.
surprised. Yeah, that is insane. But yeah, especially $30. Yeah, by the end of this weekend, you'll have your money's worth.
Oh,
By the
fuck
end
yeah.
of the first session, you'll have your money's worth.
I think so because it's just going to be so different.
Yeah.
It's like similar to Ark, but not Ark.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even think it's similar enough. Like there are similarities,
Yeah.
but this game is we've never seen anything like this game
The only
because
thing
it's like Monster Hunter, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Ark. I don't know. It's just a fucking conglomerate of a bunch of really fucking good titles.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the right game to add in there with guns, but I don't want to say like something like Call of Duty because that's just not true. That's a first-person game.
It would have to be like I don't even know. Fucking just from the footage that I've seen, maybe something like what's that one game?
Fortnite?
No. Cuz it's like a boss slang kind of thing.
A what?
Like a boss slang. Like you go for this one target.
Yeah, I can't
not
think-
necessarily like a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing really like it. At least not that I can come up with.
Right. Yeah, I can't for that aspect of the game. I can't think of another game.
Reminds
that
me of like Star
looks
Fox or something.
similar to, but we also don't play many like shooters.
Right.
But I think anyone who has seen the trailer or has watched a similar video will know that it's very original.
Yes.
What they're doing here, they're obviously taking many different aspects from different genres and creating their own thing. But it looks very sweet. For those who are still on the fence about whether this is even a real game, it is.
This
It's
is
a real game.
I can't believe it. Matt cannot believe it.
Yeah, seriously. He still does not believe it.
Yeah. And I think Chris said it before the show. We're not going to let Matt play it.
He's not allowed.
No.
He's not allowed.
We're going to go to his house, take his PC and his Xbox and his Steam Deck, and he will not be allowed to play this
Can we
game.
go into his Steam account, hack into his Steam account, and like block this game? We'll put parental settings in
Yeah.
there, set our own password, and he's not able to play this game because it has slavery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what we'll do.
The old callback.
That's what we'll do.
But yeah, no. I'm excited. The only thing that stinks is I have to work this weekend.
Saying it so.
Yeah, but who knows? I work daylights, so when I get off Friday, I may have to suffer Saturday because I may have to stay up
Wait,
and play this.
you're working daylights all weekend?
all weekend. I mean, but I get off at 7. So yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. But I'll still be there gaming with y'all. But it's different when like Lego Fortnite, we all experience it together.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It just hits different.
That is true.
So we'll just have to find some way to all play together, but still not take that experience and fun away from each other. You know,
I'm
make
sure
it's still fresh and new for everybody.
since it is a like 32 person server.
Oh, is it?
game. Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't even see that, or
yeah.
I don't remember.
We talked
saying
about
that.
it last episode.
Oh, okay.
But you can play with up to 32 people in a server. So
Yeah.
I feel like with that in mind, it's kind of MMO-ish. So you can kind of do your own thing in a way, but also kind of play together. So
Mhm.
I'm hoping it does translate well as far as that.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yeah,
I'm
I feel like
not
it
too
will.
worried. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. That's all I have.
That's all I got. And with that being said, this has been episode 65. Peace out, motherfucker.
The Hardcore Podcast. Bye, bitch. Bitches. Bitches.
Bitches.
That's a tambourine, y'all.